Hello, my loves. It's Kasha Plannerista 101. So today we are going to be creating a spread in my catch-all planner. I'm going to be using stickers from Etsy as well as from a planner press. If you're interested in seeing this, stick around. Okay, my love, so let's get into it. We are going to be working on my catch-all, like I said. So my catch-all is called Sketchy Florals, and it is a classic size happy planner. I am using it for the week of November 3rd through the 9th, and is a vertical layout. So as you can see, I pulled up some pages next to my planner. Those are pages that I created with images from Etsy, and then I just use my Cricut to print all of them. It just brings me a lot of comfort and joy to have stickers that I really enjoy. I know that like a lot of people will have limited availability, right, with what they have. Especially if you don't have like a cutting machine, but you can always fussy cut stuff like this by hand. As long as you have a printer, because Etsy images are really inexpensive. So here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and create a border because that's what I like doing with images like this, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to be using an array of things, like I said. The images from Etsy. I also belong to a subscription with Planner Press. Their stickers are just stunning, and I use theirs. They also have dashboards and stuff that come every month that are printable. And then I'm gonna also use boxes from Mojo Jojo Plans as always. So we're gonna go ahead and do all of that, but look at these flowers, like they are absolutely spectacular, and I could not help myself like not using them. I'm not sure if they're fully fall. Like, you guys let me know what you think. Like, are they fall? Are they not fall? Like, where are we? So to me, they do resemble, like, because they're not they're muted. I would say they're muted, right? The colors are muted. So to me, it doesn't scream anything else but like fall. And they're too like vibrant still for winter, and they're like perfect for late fall. I feel like when everything falls and like things are drying, this is what these start to look like, and I really like that. So at least those are the colors. The flowers obviously don't stay in full bloom like that, but I just really like the images itself. So even if it's not, even if it doesn't remind you, I'm gonna add some fall elements into this, and hopefully they will bring out the fall in my planner. So we are getting into the cold season. It's not really fun, at least for me, because I am not a cold lover, but I do live in Chicago. I know it's mostly because I am stuck with my family, you guys. Like, I love my family so much, and I have so many I have siblings and cousins and like all of these loved ones that I don't see myself without them. And same thing with my fiance. So he has quite a bit of family here. And yeah, I don't think we would move. So here we go. I'm going to add boxes from this one. So it's just an autumn one from Mojo Jojo Plans. As you can see, I think I'm going to stick with like browns, maybe these darker and lighter. Do you see how these like flowers have peachy tone in them, and some of them have like almost nude? So I'm gonna kind of try to bring it out by adding these boxes, like the darker portions and the lighter portions of the actual spread. So I'm gonna add all of this, and then we're gonna grab a couple of smaller boxes, and those are mainly for my work schedule. So that's what I've been tracking and doing, and it's been working. Like, I've been doing this for quite a while now, and it has been working. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep adding. Okay, that works. That works. So I'm just adding these, and like I said, all I put in here is like what time I start and what time I leave. Yeah, so hopefully that works for me this week, just like any other week. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a lot more of these flowers, because you guys know I'm a floral girl. So this is something that brings me a lot of joy to be able to do in my planner, and we're gonna continue doing that. So I'm gonna add some pretty enormous pieces into here. And after I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and edge the side like by Sunday. And those are going to be tiny because I do want my space to be functional. So if you guys know and followed me for a while, you probably know that my spreads, like as pretty as this, excuse me, as they might be, because a lot of you guys do like them, first and foremost, they are functional. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Okay, so these are the girls from Planner Press. So I pulled a few, mainly like, so I cut them like as a half of a page because they're small and they can fit. I do have a full size printed as well, but those will be mostly for like fun little projects here and there, or like my journal, so it's not going to be as intrusive, I guess. Because imagine like me putting this like on a full page. That's so much. I don't think I could handle that. Okay, so let's add that one. I think I'm gonna cut her so she doesn't like take my box away. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and add that lantern in there, and I think I'm gonna start kind of playing around a little bit and adding all of these fall elements like pumpkins and other things from these sheets to fill up this spread. Let me know what you guys think so far, because like I said, I am in love with these florals. I will be, like, once florals grasp my like mind, I don't know, they just don't let go. So it's kind of where I ended up today, and I think, like I said, whoever designed these, they're stunning. Okay, so I'm gonna add more pumpkins and more other stuff, and we'll go from there. So we have that pumpkin, another pumpkin. So I'm just like the girls, I'm just like doing like infusing, I guess, the florals with like different fall elements. Look at these beans too. Like, I want some coffee beans in here. Like, is there rhyme or reason? No, I'm just gonna do it. So I'm gonna add that leaf up there too, and I'm gonna work on a lot more fall elements in here because I think that's gonna be fun. But first and foremost, let's do some edging so this way I can figure out which like how much space I have and what I can do outside of here, like outside of the edges. So, or inside, I should say, right? Because I don't write on the outside of the page, but that will give me like a pretty good grasp of what I have left. Anyway, so I printed a ton of these, like a ton. I think I made 6 copies of each, I think, like of each flower at different sizes. And then yeah, and then I just printed them, and I think they're stunning. Okay, let's see. Well, I think that's working. I like this little border that I'm creating. I think that's pretty good. Hopefully that's enough room to write, because I don't just write one word. I don't know what it is about me, but when I write my plan, it is pretty detailed. It will be like, let's see, what does it say? Get like, let me pull this up and tell you, get fun, one intricate thing. So we'll say like Toa grooming, and then a line underneath it will say like trim pause and do this. And like it is really, really a lot of fun to do, but at the same time, like I need the room, right, to write that much in there. Okay, so I added flowers to some of these boxes, mostly because I wanted to make sure that like the flowers are bringing the color throughout. I didn't want to like trap the color and the flowers just in the edge areas. I wanted to bring them into the center of the page just a little bit. Just remember that I do have more of these, right? So I can always add or remove or do whatever in my planner. So when you guys see a flip through of the after pen, this might actually look different. So who knows? As I write, I do make changes. And like I said, if I need more room, I remove things. When I need less room, I add things. So this is not a stable environment, you guys. When I think about it, it's an ever-changing organism that clearly has a mind of its own and evolves as I go. Does anybody else feel like that about their planner? I know a lot of you guys like sit and you're meticulous, and I'm so jealous for so many of you that are able to do that. I carry my planner with me everywhere, like to work and home and work and home. And on top of it, my planner is like written on a go. So if I have a minute at work and I think of something, I will jot it down. Like I will not wait for this particular thing to like be written when I get home. That's just not what happens. So yes, sometimes my writing is slanted. Sometimes it's different. The only thing I can tell you guys that I actually do on a go, my pens, they stay consistent because I just use the same pens throughout. So like my thick ones and my skinny ones, like my fine point tip. So I have a couple on my desk, and then I usually have a copy of those within my like bag or like a pencil case. Okay, anyway, I regress or digress. I have now put a couple quotes in here. Those are from Live Love Posh. So one is fall, one is cozy season. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm just gonna add leaves throughout the spread because I think that's gonna add a lot. So I don't know. Let's see. I will need my beautiful tweezers because without those, I'm kind of lost. I love using them. They allow me to make a pretty great precision. So we're gonna go ahead. Do you see that? Like these are tiny. Well, maybe not these, but like the coffee beans and stuff, they're tiny. So I'm just adding all the fall elements. Like I said, I fell in love with the spread pretty early on. Like as soon as I saw the flowers and I knew I'm going to be using them, I was pretty enamored with it. So the bottom portion, so my decorations, like in my planner, are usually bottom heavy, especially in this one, because I'm not sure why, but like once I get to the bottom of the page, I don't like writing that much. Like, I feel like it's bulky, especially if you have a notebook that's like sewn, right? You don't have a choice of removing pages like you would this one. So it's like, I don't enjoy when my hand falls off something that tall, because this planner is getting chunky, but you know, it does get chunky. It does. So mine gets chunky. I'm gonna just put few decorations within the boxes. I think that's gonna make a pretty big difference in like the look. So I'm just gonna add small things in here, and then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, there we go. I'm gonna add that one. And now I'm kind of spreading it throughout the spread, not just keeping it within the lower confines of the planner. So I do want a couple elements in boxes, not too many and not too repetitive, because those, I think that would annoy me. I'm not actually sure, but that's my guess. So I'll just keep it as it is. Okay. Anyway, so that is that. I'm gonna keep on chucking here. A couple more fall elements. Not too many, but just a few. So I am reserving Sunday morning for like either another box or another to-do list. I will be adding that as I need it. For right now, it is what it is, and it looks pretty good. I do also need a box like in the corner, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and cover the November with a box, because now that I have not been meal planning, I will be kind of doing it like in a box in the corner. I do want to meal plan soon though, like sooner than later, I would say. The reason for it is when I meal plan, like we eat better. I eat more consistent meals. And it's not just dinner that's planned. So those are like all of the things that I think about when I choose to do like a planner or not a planner. I think next year I am going to be using the Live Love Posh meal inserts. So if you guys have not seen those, go snatch them. They're amazing. And I'm going to pop this back in my planner. See what it looks like from up top, like when I stand up at my desk. And if it seems like it's looking good and it's not missing like anything, I will leave it alone, because I do like a full spread like so. Thanks so much for watching today, and I hope I'll see you guys soon for another video, and have a great week ahead. Bye!